Hey everyone, it's Dr. West and Don in the office in November 2019. I'm really excited to share this message because I told Don when we were working together, I think that you're living down here. You don't know that you can live up here. And when we looked at her paperwork this morning for a reevaluation, she wrote tremendous, 100% better. And I just feel like, hey, I did a little bit of the work. She did a ton of the work. And the outcome is that we have someone that's feeling really good. So, Dawn, what was it like when you came in? How did you feel when you first came into the office?
I actually came in because for running of 2 years, I had been sick, and I kept getting treatments, and it was antibiotics. They were diagnosing me as with bronchitis, and it just was as soon as the antibiotics were over, I'd have maybe 4 or 5 days, and then guess what? The hideous cough would come back. And just really super wore down. And I knew it wasn't working. I knew I was feeling worse and worse and worse. And then I got an email from Dr. West's office. And I was just in a place where I have got to try this. I got to get off this vicious cycle. I'm getting sicker and sicker. And I thought, I'm in my 50s, and my husband's in his 70s. He's much more healthy, much more active than me. I knew something was wrong.
And so we did our evaluation. We identified some things that we needed to improve. And then we encouraged you good food, good air, good water, get your body on a schedule. And you did that part. That's why I'm so excited to share the story, because when we do that, like, we get really good outcomes. And then the treatments in the office, what did we do for you?
I actually did the IV treatments of the intense minerals and vitamins, and then neurotherapy, and the supplements. And I think each of them played a real role. I think it took all of it to get me to feel like I feel right now. And honestly, it's really hard for me not to cry out of joy. I feel ridiculous being emotional about it, but I can tell you I've never felt this good in my entire life. I think I was at some level of unhealthiness ever since I was little, and it's weird. It's wonderful. I feel so much happiness, and I want other people to feel this way.
So we call that the trifecta. And so what she's talking about, when we skip the stomach and go right into the the venous system, we can get really high payloads of vitamins and minerals. And I told Dawn in our discussions earlier, it's kind of like you're where a battery and just couldn't hold a charge. And then we give you vitamin C, it gives you electrons, and now you can hold a charge. And she's experiencing what it's like to have adequate energy. And that's why she's bubbly and happy and everything, because she's charged up. And then the other part of the process is the most important vitamin for people to take is the vitamin that you need. And so we did some blood tests. We identified which vitamin that Dawn needed. And her body was like, thank you. Here, let me give you health back. And then we did some hormone balancing, and she's been really imbalanced that way. And we're giving her precursors so the body makes her own hormones. And then we got to get rid of bad nerve memory, because a lot of times the nervous system doesn't remember what it's like to be healthy. And so we have to flush that. And that's the neural therapy, where you basically introduce a B vitamin and make the vitamin or the nerves open, close, and reset. And so you're experiencing the trifecta. She decided, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to commit to the pathway of good food, good air, good water. I'm going to put my body on a schedule. We gave her the building blocks, and this is our expected outcome. It's just fantastic. It's just so fun to see the change. And now our goal is to make sure that she doesn't slide back. So she really doesn't need us anymore. We're going to put her on a program outside the office, and we're going to help her to stay that way, and we're going to check in with her periodically. But she's on the right road. She has all the tools and stuff to be healthy outside the office, and we're just delighted to be a part of it. So, Dawn, is it okay to share this with other people?
Yes, and I want people to know, listen to that inner guide, because if you're being prompted to do this, act on it.
Okay, so Dr. West and Dawn inside the West Clinic with just an amazing story of someone that hadn't felt good for 20 plus years, and all of a sudden now they got their health back, and this is the outcome. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Dr. West and Dawn signing out.
That was perfect.